something to prove. I spent the check on the...
Well, no trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain, and we've got a lot of rain falling right now at CenturyLink Field in downtown Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Seattle Seahawks. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. From just inside the 20, a short kick.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. He'll have a first down past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercising before this one, and they're paying off.
Number 5.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 8. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. But now it'll be 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. That's out to the left and complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. Now a handoff as they run left side. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Tackled by Logan Wilson. A gain of 2 makes it 3rd down and 10.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll try and run for it. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Alexander.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Completes it to Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Samuel.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
And a Bengal first down.
Now Burrow on first down. And his throw is incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To the air again, Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Von Bell up to make the tackle.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Second and 9 from the 44. That's out to the left, flat and complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. They get this out quickly to the left side. And he gets it down a yard. Pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. George Kittle, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Score Seahawks 7, Bengals nothing. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And the kick here no good, but a penalty flag is down. Looks like he got run into. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
Seahawks 14, Bengals nothing. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off around the 37. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
The Seahawks take over.
Why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
37-yard line.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Carl Lawson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Big gain on the play.
So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Gets it out quickly here to the left
Get
flank.
off the field.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to be going.
And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Deebo Samuel, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
The score, Seahawks 21, Bengals 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? He said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Give him 30 yards there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
10 at the 15-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Dan Bailey lining
A 15-yard touchdown grab. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Emmanuel Ogbah that time able to drop him for a loss.
3 scores down, not even at halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Taking a shot for Samuel. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. They'll throw now on the final play. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. 1st down. Here's Burrow. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's out right at the 25. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
It's 4th down.
Fourth and goal, and down by a touchdown. The offense stays on the field. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're going to try and throw. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Hands it off out of the gun. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
10 at the 19-yard line.
A quick throw complete into the flat-out left. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 6 yards away. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. And that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Burrow looking to pass. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. As his guys continue to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Seahawks 42, Bengals 7.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 44. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Seahawks 49, Bengals.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Fopo's the mic. Mike's Fopo. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
On second down, Burrow able to find Higgins. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches.
Now it's Burrow. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sherman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8.
46-yard line.
So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long.
44, Mike, 44. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Now Burrow. Taking a shot for Samuel. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 2.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 3rd and medium. They opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And this is incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now here is another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Seahawks take over.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 36. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling again.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
5 yards on the play.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Completes it to Samuel. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bengals gain a bit of respectability. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Begin with a quick throw out left. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. And this one complete to Gafford. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
10 at the 42-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Marcus Peters on the coverage.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. No. 3 down.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it, because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses, because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaughan. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.